Pucks removed, Dazzles removed. They make sure they protect the Pangos.
Heads at each other non-stop.
They can kind of kite them pretty well with suffering. Because usually when the Monkey King does this, he is actually paying a price, right? Because your off-laner is left 1v2. But because
the off-laner's about to get a free kill if only he had a bit of mana. He's just gonna pull the wave.
This guy doesn't feel like a guy that's 1v2.
Oh, first blood in the bot side though. Mac comes through with a clean rotation, gets the kill, but at the top, it looks like Cox is finally going to get run down and punished. Gets a courier though. Do you want to count that towards the courier kills, or are we only caring about Monkey King?
Let's just count Monkey King. 5, right?
No way. It's nothing but a little beach ball for the Primal Beast to play with, size considered. So...
Oh, potato. Potato.
Oh. Ends up going down.
I think he wasn't looking.
Yeah. Abeng finds him. So finally,
not gonna be ready. So they're probably trying to try to abuse this. They have Shurun on Primal.
Ooh.
And this is going to be a very big rune for him. Obviously, the biggest rune is probably just haste.
Yeah,
it's the best rune for this hero.
Meanwhile, Bosku in this bot side does get worked down by the God Strength there. I guess just stomping and walking away, but it seemed like they were just able to slow him down, perhaps with that ghost creep.
Chen creeps. Yeah, that's why Chen is like this. Like this hero is so strong because he gets his own
top
power.
Side, setting up onto Ursa again, and this time without an enrage, he doesn't stand a chance. So, getting able to get the touch on him. They don't want to commit Rolling Thunder here for now. Raging Potato will be able to walk this one off. Stampede in the bot side, trying to commit onto Natsumi. Coming through the Twin Gates, great move from Abed.
Use the tower at some point.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, it's dropping very low. You're coming in with the TP now. Getting another rotation in your way with the Rolling Thunder. Connects onto Cox, and this should be a dead mass. So, excellent moves from both teams to start us off here. I feel like they're both heating up. Meanwhile, mid lane Mac able to get the kill, diving under the tower for Abeng. Jing, he's trying his best to pressure back the Primal Beast with his meta, but...
You know, so much space being created by this centaur.
Insane space. Insane space. Blink completed for Mac up here in this top side. Immediate arena and pulverize. They don't give the Ursa a chance to pop that enrage. Winter, the past 3 minutes has just been non-stop kills. You run out onto Mac now where Abeng and Yoei are waiting. And they don't have a Rolling Thunder, but they have quite a bit of damage. They've finally come off cooldown. The inhibit was slowing down that Primal Beast for a while. You're trying to dodge out on the initial bump. But Scam is here as well. Yeah, you gotta watch yourself your way. It might be time to retreat. Southeast Asia way after all, as they always say. Bosku, he went for the Veil first, so not prioritizing the Blink and trying to sort of get a bit more tanky. So perhaps help his team out mid lane. Looks like Jing goes down. They're standing around that mid tower for quite a while, so finally gets punished for it. And looks like there's a whole congregation of Geek Fam heroes, at least EXP wise, that AA is struggling with. Chen has a Vlad's, by the way. He has that fully complete and he's now working on the drums. Bosku will go down in the bot side. So Mac tag teaming up with Raging Potato to get that kill. Meanwhile, Smoke Up, you don't want to let things go for a moment, just want to find a bit of a return. The smoke will break onto Raging Potato, who's disguised as a Hellbear, but not very well. Okay, that's a small camp. You don't belong there.
They're bringing the numbers. Mac is here with the Primal. He's gonna run into his ex-teammate.
Yep, and kill him off. I heard you missed me. He just, okay, sees the TPs, decides to go away instead. Nice roll, and the Sunder swapping the HP, but that's what the Hand of God is for. Rules into the air though, but still tagged up by the Ice Blast. Cox looking in trouble. He's doing quite a bit of damage the other way, but it seems like Geek Fam, they've decided to just extract themselves from this fight. Especially with the full force of Darling coming through. You cut down the Monkey King, at least getting that test away for now.
Play around his team, especially with the Pango. I feel like as long as our Ursa with Pango, they are actually so freaking strong right now. I mean, on the flip side for Geek Fam, they're gonna have to use the Chen with his army, play with the Primal, and this is exactly what they're gonna do.
Oh, dude, I mean, I think even without the Primal, it seems like he would have been able to get that kill. Yules for the setup onto the Centaur, not allowing him to run away. Stampede is available. They're using the Pulverize in Bosku. He's going to try and hightail out of here, but the Onslaught was saved for that exact reason. Bosku will get run down by the Chen army. Scam finds another. Immediate smoke up. They don't want to miss a beat. Straight on to the next move.
This trio is the Monkey King, the Chen, the Primal.
Yeah.
If they're patient.
Yeah, wait for him to show. Let's hear the Primal Spring. Immediately onto him. No jump away. Abeng too quick for him. And they'll wave him goodbye. I guess the next opening for the side of Darling is that they'll want to find an opportunity to head into the Roche Pit, right? Surely that's what Ursa's waiting for.
He got up. They don't have arena. Oh my god, they're actually coming in.
Through the twin gates they go. We've seen this result in absolute disaster before. They're gonna run straight into a rolling thunder. That's not really where you want to be. And already the Aegis is claimed. So the fight, no more, and Cox will be left as a sacrifice. It's just the advanced part. You know when your friends peer pressure you to try something they don't want to? That's literally what happened to Cox.
You need to find friends, new friends, I guess.
Yeah, this
friends that don't force you to do something that you don't.
Yeah, they're like, hey, yo, try this drink, man. We're sure it's gonna be good. Oh, Natsumi on the front lines, he just gets burst down. So easy looking for Darling as they crush the Sven. And now Mac forced to pop that BKB. I believe that's a reveal too, and he is gonna die as well. Darling, the patience play pays off. They were just waiting around there, knowing that Geek Fam might try and occupy that space. I'm worried later down the line that with heroes like the Ursa and the Centaur's ability to just jump on you and cut through the back lines, Geek Fam are gonna have a difficult situation where, you know, their Sven, the back line just gets cut down. Cops, a bit of trouble here, set up on by Jing. It's a lot of slows again. And
I feel like sometimes you see these Sven players going in.
Yeah.
But without a blink and Axe, I just feel like he can't just instantly kill someone, so it's gonna be tough if he decides to go in.
Yeah, that's fair. He actually turns around to Arena anyway and scam. Oh, beautiful Hurricane to the opposing end of that little pillar. They're still gonna run in though. Mac with the power rise trying to control up to Yoei. It's a beautiful Wukong's command in the middle of things. And Raging Potato on the high ground actually works out for him. Yules up onto the Ursa, who has blinked himself up there and has an Earth Shock to come down. But that was beautiful from the Chen. He survives.
Right now, Darling still want to try to invade with the Ursa. I was feeling really strong with this BKB.
Oh, Raging Potato, he has full vision on them, jumping in with the setup onto Yoei on the backside. Do they have enough damage on the Pango? They will spear him and try and finish off Yoei 100-0. They kill off the Pango to start the fight. Meanwhile, the Centaur, he's trying to create the space, but there isn't any follow-up for him. Great move from Raging Potato. And they have the setup on the Ursa as well. They're gonna be able to spear him back. No, he pops the BKB. He's trying to get out of here. He has to turn and fight, like you said. The Enrage, he can't stand up against the 4 melee heroes just running straight at him. The onslaught coming forward, it's perfect. Double bounded strike as well. Raging Potato is a monster. And Geek Fam, they wait for their timing and they strike perfectly, punishing 4 heroes on Team Darling. It's unfortunate we had to miss that, but as a cap for, you know, the people who are a bit more visual, essentially, of course we come back at this point. Okay, Team Darling, they tried walking into the area of the Radiant Triangle, but Raging Potato was positioned in the perfect spot to just catch them out, burst the Pango 100-0, and from there it was just an easy fight. They'll even pick off defensive tool. But smoke up, Geek Fam, they want to keep pushing this advantage here. Their ultimates are so low cooldown, they can just keep this going. Natsumi with his Crystallis working towards the Daedalus, and the full Chen army with all these auras on the prowl.
Oh, they are split up.
Uh-oh. This is a perfect set of kills to find to start things off. Onslaught not gonna land, but everyone else is just going to die. They can't stand up against the pure physical here. And even Yoei is getting cut down. Bosco, he's surviving for quite a while, but he surely will be finished off by the Sven, still trying to run away and make a getaway for it. No, the Insanity, he's joined back the fight, and it's a immediate buyback from Bosco. Looks like Team Darling, they want to stand their ground, but the only thing they'll find is Raging Potato. Definitely not worth the buyback on the Centaur there. But now even scarier is this Roche fight. We've seen it time and time again. These situations are so tense. It's all about who can get that jump, and the smoke already breaks Natsumi.
Oh, he's going in on the Pango.
For target, yeah, he just doesn't care. Going in on the Pango, and the Ursa trying to follow up. But here comes the Sven, focusing down on the Bosco. They want to make him die back, but he has so much healing. The first person to die is going to be the Chen. But Bosco, he's still standing his ground in this arena. He's fine for now. No, goes down, and now the Ursa without an enraged controller by the Yules. He has nowhere to run. It's a Sunder to save, and he needs to be able to punch down this Sven, but unlucky, onslaughted down. It's too much damage as Mac reigns supreme in that fight. Just an absolute terror. And with that, I mean, they might just find the AA as well. Clips onto him with the spear. Great read from Cox. And just like that, Geek Fam, they should be able to grab this Roche. Combination between the Terrorblade and the AA, but it hasn't really come to fruition. I thought they would be a bit more careful and patient. A Rolling Thunder coming in. Yoei again, just going forward, but just gets controlled out by Mac, the BKB, and the control in place inside the walls of the arena. Yoei, he's dropping so low, there's no way for him to go. Beautiful spear from Cox to catch him on that swashbuckle, and then he just can't run. The rest of the team, they couldn't even get in range for the Sunder, and now another setup. Cox, spear after spear, delivering kills in for his team. They will lose the first life, and the Sunder gets Mac low. This This Primal Beast in a little bit of trouble and now has to disengage. Held in place by the cold feet is the Mars, and Cox dropping low on HP, but Natsumi, he's still up to full. Will punch down that Terrorblade, a boundless strike from the side, but Bosco with a nice stomp and the BKB. Holding his ground for now. The buyback on the Terrorblade and the Ursa's back in the fight. Starting to bash up. This Sven, he needs the help and he needs it now, but nowhere to run. Mac couldn't make it there in time and he will kill himself on the return. A use to control the Ursa, but nothing else to give. As Geek Fam, they'll push a bit too far forward and give over a couple of huge streaks to Team Darling.
Yeah, this is the time.
Yeah.
Lotus on Centaur. Any items.
They're gonna run into each other surely. They're in a crash trajectory, jumping forward. Raging Potato to spot them out. They will just kill off the Monkey King. Where else to follow up? They found Cox. The 4v5 situation as Cox forced to pop the BKB, but being held down by the Abyssal Blade. The Ursa starting to lay into him, but they found the rest. Starting to control onto Bosco, but the Centaur doesn't care. He's fine buying the space for his team as Natsumi has the BKB TP out of that situation. Gets himself out of trouble, but Mac might not be quite as lucky. Trying for the onslaught out, will get interrupted and held down in place to kill off the Primal Beast and the Monkey. Yoe sees the Mars, blinks, but he beats him to it because of that shield. Like, he's just gonna be able to walk this one off. Yeah, the Aesthetics Cat will allow Yoe to just disengage from this situation. Raging Potato still trying to jump around. Knows that he can't put up a fight here. It's a bit too scary. He doesn't have enough information. Jumping around Natsumi, the full squad from Geek Fam have reassembled. They see Bosco. If he can eliminate Centaur, that'll be huge. Starting to control up onto him. He's still able to stampede away. Able to BKB run through the arena, but they get Arbang and the Terrorblade. The two supports pay the price, and the chase is on. They're looking for more. Trying to swashbuckle and dive away, but they use control on the high ground. Raging Potato. He's found Bosco, and this is going to be a dead Centaur. Triple kill for Natsumi as he wipes the floor with them. And they're still looking for more here. Cox doesn't have another blink, so he just settles for the creep wave. Geek Fam don't know this for sure, but they have to have some sort of idea that they can push the advantage if two glyphs are being used willy-nilly like that, and they don't see a single hero. Rolling Thunder coming through, trying to set up onto Natsumi. The Ice Blast landing is going to be huge. They were forced off to spend away, but the control is still there. They need to peel the Ursa off their heroes, and they managed to finally do so. The Enraged Pulverize is not going to last for long as he's going to shake it off and still fighting in the middle of it, but 5 heroes surrounding him. He needs to try and kill off the Sven, but he just can't do the damage. Natsumi will pummel him down. And another reckless fight from Darling. What are they trying to do? 3v5.
Dire's middle barracks are under
I felt like he could have just take on everyone with the Ursa and he has no buyback. It's crazy that he's doing this without buyback. If he had buyback, then I would understand.
Yeah, they're still gonna try and come through here. Bosco feeling strong with the Lotus, reflecting the use and the Ice Blast again. Lands onto Natsumi. No, it doesn't connect, and suddenly your opportunities to get kills have just faded in front of your very eyes. And maybe this game number one alongside it, you're trying to contribute into the fray with Yoe. You will work down Mac, but already Bosco dead. One last member, Yoe, gets backed up by a buyback from the AA. But it's a god strength again for Natsumi. He's feeling so comfortable on this high ground right now. Especially backed out with all the auras of the Chen will just go through for Arbang. Cut down this poor AA. Boundless strike not on the mark, but you can't dodge the Sven. Yoe manages to make it back into the fountain, but he'll be the only survivor. And without any additional buybacks, this should at the very least be 2 lanes of racks.
I'm just surprised they didn't even try to and test the waters. Maybe they don't have buybacks.
There we go. Spear back onto Yoe, the control and the stuns. Buyback from Jing, but it's far too late. It comes straight through onto Yoe again and TP back into the mix. Gets immediately used up. Precasted that one on Cox, it seems like. As long as they get Natsumi out of this situation, it should be fine and lose. And I guess the first round of the tournament, you're not too pressed. It's first game anyway, so it's a best of 3. Not too worried. This could be an opening for Darling though. They have the full force coming in with the AA TPing and joining. Trying to scout these Terrorblade illusions to get the jump out onto Scam. Eliminate the Chen immediately. He's out of life, out of the picture for 110 seconds. Cox forced to pop that BKB now, looking for the arena. The Dance just walks through it with his own BKB and Enrage. Trying for the Pulverize, the control. They're all getting bumped around. It's a nice little area controlled up by the Wukong's command. But that's why you see Darling just back up and reassess the situation. They're now onto Natsumi. This Sven needs to get out of trouble, but he doesn't actually have the HP to fight anymore. He'll just get wiped out. And even though he has a buyback, Sven, without his god strength, he's as good as useless. And Geek Fam, they just get obliterated on that high ground there, even though they're the ones with the advanced positioning. Team Darling, they're patient this time, and it pays off.
The pendulum swings again.
Yeah, fight execution was a lot cleaner. You were mentioning that the experience or the lack of is a bit showing in the team fights, but it's clear that they immediately learn from their mistakes. Now in this top side, looks like they found the Terrorblade. They were trying to respawn and come through the twin gates. Geek Fam get a quick pick with the 2 remaining heroes alive. And that's not going to be able to stop the push from coming. It looks like Ursa wants to breach onto this high ground. But yeah, just to wrap up that final point that I was making, I did feel like, well, I can't even do that because Ice Blast of Cox, he's just dead. 100 seconds without your Mars. That was easy.
That was quick and
Radiant's
easy.
bottom
Pango
tower
wasn't even...
is
Power's gonna go down. He had to respond.
Radiant's bottom tower has
One in time, Yowie tucked himself into a little corner here, where he can't be found the Rolling Thunder coming through. He's rolling through,
got the
finding
monkey.
Raging Potato. Yeah, he finds the monkey and they're gonna eliminate Raging Potato immediately. He has to buy back instantly into the fight. Cox comes through the arena as well, trying to control out onto Cuckoo, but it's a very easy spear back. Densanity able to just BKB and rage and get out. Instant refresh from Cox as he understands the onslaught is far from over. His last remaining seconds of the Aegis.
Good discipline by Darling to reset everything right away, not going for an extra kill there.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the enrage, so enrage is up again, but
Yeah.
Aegis is expiring.
The BKB not available though, but the refresher shot for this Ursa gets hexed up, but with that enrage, the duration is just laughable. Come through again with the stuns up, control onto this Mars. He does have a Wind Waker to get himself out of trouble, and he will have to use it, but he might just come straight down. No, he's safe for now, but okay, the Terrorblade is the key focus for the side of Geek Fam. The Sven is being controlled though, Abyssal. Natsumi, he's in trouble. He needs to run away. The arena is keeping him safe for now, but he's still getting beat back, able to just narrowly escape from the onslaught of Darling. Speaking of onslaught, Mac, that's the only thing that gets him out of that tricky situation so low on these Geek Fam cores.
God strength is gonna end soon.
Yeah, and your timing, I think it's far from gone now. Densanity, he just has another enrage available. He doesn't really need the BKB in this situation anymore.
Dire's middle
Forcing
tower
the glyph out.
attack.
How do you choose to go? Starting the rock throw, yeah, like you said. Just trying to harass and poke and prod, but... Oh, that's nasty.
If it ever happens.
If that ever happens, yeah. A bit sorry it's coming out, but all good here as he's able to get back in the game. Hopefully no more issues as it feels like one of these fights, like you mentioned, can just decide the game. Yowie rolling in again, willy-nilly. He's not scared of a thing. Setting up for the Ice Blast to come through. They just want to control up the Mars for now. Land that debuff onto him, but he's able to just BKB and walk it off. Committing up to this high ground is a very scary feat, and that was just,
Damage
throw in the...
Ursa's damage rune.
Whoa-oh. Yeah, AG is already doing so much. Mac actually blinks in. I'm not really sure that's what he wanted. He has to pop the BKB. The arena also just misses completely. At least it stops the move from Darling. No further move forward as it's just this high ground. It's so hard for them to go into. Try for a spear back onto Cox, but has the Wind Waker back to safety. Yowie and the gang, they want to run forward here, link up to the high ground to stop onto the Mars. He's in trouble. Superman is in, like you say, starting to beat down onto the Terrorblade, wants to remove the Sunder from the equation, and Yowie in a little bit of trouble, but able to swashbuckle away. The Refresh Arena holding on to the Ursa. He can't use his Enrage for now. He's being controlled and he will get cut down. He has a buyback and can try and rejoin the fight, but the Sven, he still is pretty healthy, all things considered. It looks like Darling, they want a full commit for this fight win. Rolling, still controlling Natsumi. They need to get the touch on the Sven. Bosku on his tail as well, but a nice boundless strike. Holding Bosku and Yowie in place. Up to the high ground now. Yowie clipped himself, but Ursa has rejoined the fight, and Abed won't take any prisoners. He wants them all dead. Chops down the Monkey King and the Sven. There's a buyback, but like we said, a dieback for the Mars. Surely this is gonna be enough. Not a good business deal, yeah. The Geek Fam are definitely on the losing end of that trade for sure. It feels like. I think, you know, they're real brothers, so they will stand by their decision. But Scam now has to run back into his fountain, is getting bounced around. They did a little bit of a fake back and now have caught Geek Fam by surprise, controlling up onto the Sven and no buyback for him. Bosco dropping a little low to Natsumi, who's back with a vengeance, but without his BKB and being cut down, you have to buy back on the Scam Chen, narrowly saving the Rogue Knight there. Geek Fam will be able to walk this one off, but a lot of the God Strength duration forced to be used while running away. Speaking of running away, Team Darling will just make a full retreat, slicing the Ursa up, but later down the line, there's just too many problems on this Darling lineup. Oh, Raging Potato. It's the forward scout again. He gets caught up by the reflection. Is he... What is he doing? I mean, he didn't react at all, and now he's gonna die for it. Trying to force stuff away, can't even boundless strike, and he gets worked down. Cox trying to respond with an arena, holding them in place.
the Wind Makers.
BKBs, massive. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was about. The rest of the team is in no position to respond, but Natsumi able to chop down the Ice Blast AA. and he can't really do anything else about that situation. Now Yoe being controlled up by the pulverized Mac in the middle of it all, but there is the Sunder save from Jing, like you mentioned, keeping Yoe intact. His aesthetics cap as well, reducing the status resistance. And now with the chop down, oh, Natsumi, he's running out of HP, and I don't think he can survive this. Yeah, he's just gonna get worked down and just waving goodbye. GG is called with their key heroes out of the fight. They can't really stand their ground anymore. All they get is the support.
It's just one game, guys. It's one freaking
Unreal,
game.
as they like to say.
Unreal. Yes.
Unreal. This is, I mean, we all know that Faceless Void isn't the best laner early on. And heroes that can capitalize on that advantage generally have a good time. Bosku trying to run down Scam here. Power Shot does quite a significant amount of damage. He had a Lotus, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be enough. They should be able to spot him through the tree line, even putting down a ward to try and find him. Scam, he's juking his damn socks off though, but the tether will betray him in this situation. Jing will be able to get a Lotus, eat it up as Natsumi trying for the chase down. Narrowly avoids that shackle shot. Nicely done just to dodge away from the trees. Now Bosku, level 5, just auto-attacking Natsumi down. Tries to turn around with the Rocket Barrage and the Fairy Fire, but the auto-attack damage is just a bit too much. The Wind Ranger will reign supreme here in this bot side and gets herself a creeper.
Yeah, she's gonna be really, really fast.
Potato tanking on the point to operate freely in the lane. They're trying to run around with this Pango, or maybe just giving him additional move speed. No, ends up looking to be a rotation. Grab Mac in as well, looking to invade this triangle. Find a stray stacker. Terrorblade might have a reflection, but no real way of stopping the chase down. Able to clean up on that kill. Well, these guys are no schnuffs, right? They all very respectable players in their own right. Even that loss, it felt like I mentioned, Mac and Cox did a huge bit of work. Turn around for the stun though, Yoe in a large bit of trouble with the healing from the IO. Should be enough damage for the last zap of lightning. Mac will be able to claim it. Bosku TP'd in again to try and help his friends.
They're making a smoke, one to top, one to bot. Who's gonna net the bigger kill? Chrono on top.
Yeah,
relocate.
Arrow coming through as well. It's a free connection. Bring in Natsumi and Gang there though, understanding the trying to do the damage in this gyro, but the gyro's able to walk out of there, dodge the power shot as well while he's at it. Undercover Moonlight Shadow, he'll try and run away with Abeng. Bosku and Jing have appeared in this fight. Back out that Sanity, really can't contribute much other than a time dilation, but it should be enough to finish off this Dark Yellow. Raging Potato will go down, and Bosku on a killing spree, making great time towards his own Maelstrom. The bot side off lane, that entire area, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, that should bump him up a bit. He has the Yules. Yeah, let's go. This top side said, Sanity, get out of here, no chrono, no way of escaping. But he's able to just time the time out perfectly to dodge the first round. Beautifully done. And just like that, the aggression is tied up for now, but there's no mana. Still stuck around and will get separated up and killed off by Mac. And it'll be excellent Vessel games. I mean, maybe the Mirana could go for it, but it'll be a while before
Jing is getting one. Like, he needs a Vessel against the IO.
Starting to get control up onto the Pango now. They have a perfect arrow. That is just beautiful. Chrono available, holding that in place, but where's the damage into the Chrono? The power shot will do a meaningful amount, but perfect relocate from Scam. This is exactly what we were talking about from this last pick. But he'll have to give up his life, and maybe Raging Potatoes as well. This fight doesn't go nearly as successfully as Geek Fam were hoping for. It's just a byproduct of Natsumi only now joining the fight. Even on this gyro, I'm not sure whether you can pump out enough damage to stand your ground and deliver. No, you just get worked down. Bosku is dominating now. He might just get zapped down, but there's Jing with the Sunder, perfectly played. Both these teams and their supports executing to perfection, but it's just not enough as in this early stage of the game.
Coco and Yoe, they are both gonna be able to run. So it's not all about like just making sure that can I kill the hero. The top position should be I just need to get them.
There's a lot of damage, a creep wave coming through to try and help Bosku tank up that Rocket Barrage, but force in the previous game's team fights. And the save coming through very clutch for his team. Goes up, set up, Yoe forces that BKB out from Natsumi, and Mac appears from out of nowhere to just whip down that pony. Very like in actuality.
Radiant's bottom
2K gold lead now isn't super crazy, as it looks like Yoe is able to find a setup with the Yules, forcing out the rolling thunder response to the top. There's a fresh blink purchase. Yeah, manages to body that and save Raging Potato. Now Yoe is in trouble again. This Lash just has not had the time of day. Great play there from Cox to body it. I'm sure he's He's enjoying his time here playing with us right now.
We have to show our guests how some good hospitality.
Exactly. Welcome to the fam. You know what I mean? I'll body an arrow for you, sure.
Dire's top tower
Doesn't cost me
is
anything.
under
Jing
attack.
hiding away in this street line with the Moonlight Shadow setup. The Chrono will find the gyrocopter, but Scam is on the outside of that perimeter. Should still be able to relocate if necessary. You try focusing down, not to be trying to stand his ground fight with BKB, returning quite a bit of damage, but it's not enough. Again, the gyro just doesn't have the HP to stand his ground at this stage. You will pop up the Mirana, but on this second life, just an easy stun through, and the relocate can't even come through in time. Gets interrupted, and for the first time this game, Darling, they're able to connect and get a good fight.
I mean, it's support terribly. It's
Dire's
just everyone is just playing support terribly.
I mean, it's first pick this a couple of times now, then Sanity now being worked down, quick mana burn, and Raging Potato and Cox will just be able to tag team up. A bit of a false sense of security and no more TPing out now. We have that terrorize, we will work you down.
Radiant's
Wonderfully
middle
done.
tower has fallen.
I mean,
That
Geek Fam,
kind of salvages the fight.
absolutely. I mean, it.
I kind of feel like he also has to make sure he steals him because they're playing to chrono.
Yeah.
You don't want all your resources.
No, Mac, he can't afford to die there, needs to pop the BKB. He's returning so much damage onto Yoe, and Bosku tries with the power shot but can't land him, just sees the kill disappear before his eyes as Mac has a wand, has a scam, and will kill off that Wind Ranger. They're hunting down for the Lash as well, and Natsumi will clean him up. A bit aggressive of a move. I mean, it looks so good, but out of nowhere, the Geek Fam heroes just materialize right next to their Razor.
Heroes already have enough net worth right now to be called the
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
perhaps. They have to just try to make sure both of them are in the chrono, so the other can.
I mean, the one way to deal with Chrono is basically have a tri-core, and with how strong the Geek Fam heroes are looking. No, it's actually up high. It's overcharge, grants slow resistance, and spell lifesteal. So very, very yummy for the Gyro and the Razor.
Never let me hand the end to this.
Yummy duck kill. He just solo killed him. Okay, solo killed him.
Yeah, what the?
Didn't even use Sunder.
You're lucky if you can farm a drums. You know, on a good day you get a drum.
So there's actually like giving spirit the farm slot. Nowadays, everybody.
And Abeng, we see a good example of exactly just how farm support can be. I mean, with that Pavis, he almost survives there. So between the Greaves and his own Solar Crest buff on himself, like, I mean,
They're already talking about it, they already know who's supposed to do what.
they might not expect this move though. Amplify damage rune on the Void and straight in with Moonlight Shadow Mac. He's essentially guarding the area. They'll only show this Razor for now. It's a really good decision. Yeah, he's just working down Yoe. Where you going, Lil Pony? You need to run, you need to use the cheese. Better get your nutrition up. One-man chrono, it's not ideal. Where's the relocate? We're looking for Scam, pulls him out of trouble, and the Mirana's already dead. Perfect teamfight execution for Geek Fam as they're surging forward now, looking to punish the aggressive move from Darling. Bounce back, first life of the Void already down, and Yoe, he just can't contribute. Natsumi working down Bosku on the backside. This Wind Ranger has nowhere to run, and this Lash is gonna go down as well. That was just excellently played from Geek Fam. They make that look as easy as ABC, and he might just work down Dead Sanity as well. He's trying to stand his ground and fight because really, where else can he go? Terrorize, Control Arts, Curse Crown on his head. That's not the one that he wants to wear. Time Walk away, trying to get out of trouble, but the perfect Brambles from Raging Potato and the rest of the damage. They pile through, and it's a full team-wide. Geek Fam slap them out of their triangle. Was having a rough game, so he bought the Yules to try and set up some kills around the map. He starts running around a bit, dies 3 more times because the response is clean.
Yeah, that's
fine. Abeng.
He feels like he needs to
B and Daedalus. Nasty stuff here. Even has that Defiant Shell to reflect some of the auto attacks perhaps coming out from
Jackal.
Okay, backline might be able to finish off this IO, but no such luck. It's a beautiful chrono though. They'll work down the IO, but he has to buy back straight back into the fight. Cox is in some trouble, but then Sanity can't afford to commit. You're running in on Yoe again, but we're saying this Lash, he just can't get up in there. Matt and Natsumi are untouched, and that's your big team fight ability. That's your off laner out of the picture. Your Lash can't even go in. Mac, he's feeling so comfortable. He still has the Satanic and the Refresher should he need it. Winding up onto Jing now, has the leash going out, and your support Terrorblade not looking quite as scary now. Will just get killed off, no buyback. Refresh BKB, tanks the arrow, in comes the roll as well. Then Sanity, nowhere to run, and Yoe will just have to go for the kills as Abeng just might die in his own fountain. That's exactly what happens. You buyback on Bosku, but he will just be in time to watch his Ancient fall. Clean game number 2 from Geek Fam to punch it all the way to 3. And I mean, we're seeing these two teams very, very evenly matched, and Geek Fam show up big time.
Yeah, it's only fair that this series goes to a game 3.
And last picking the Morphling, so very strong in this particular scenario.
Who is his position 5? Mirana?
And Mac was all over that poor Terror.
I mean, the next patch, Sunder has scaling cast range from level 1 to level 3.
I hope so. Running into each other now, Rendezvous in this bot side, and getting that attribute shift means that it's a free kill. Raging Potato will get that first blood. The Frostbite boss looking for the hit. Trying to get in front of him to body block, but realistically speaking, with the Rocket Barrage, they don't need such a thing. Raging on the line, these are very good opponents for each other. You want to kind of send them down to the lowers and make them suffer a bit. It is still an upper bracket match, right? You're not out of the tournament just yet, even if you lose, but Jing just gonna be... Yeah.
I mean, the main reason of getting Frostbite is you don't want to push the wave up, you know. But I feel like with Gyro, you kind of always push the lane with the Black Cannon. So it doesn't really matter. Now
meta level 2, yeah, Skirmishes is dead. Not really a melee hero anymore with that meta, but Jing is able to clean that up. It does take quite a bit to get up to speed.
Well, it's not exactly. The morphing is like, I don't think that you need too many items to come and fight. And meanwhile,
arrow through, they try and land that onto Bosku, but Natsumi's actually doing a lot of damage. Holy, Abeng trying to continue with the start of Raging Potato, trying to come through and help Natsumi, but can't do it in time. And now Raging Potato doesn't really have a target, blocked out by his own shards and kited around now. Another blood grenade just slowing up the task. It's a troublesome, but mass TP is coming back in. CM with her return to the lane, trio of Darling. Well, Raging Potato trying to cut him off, but even though it defies the laws of physics, the waveform should be available to go through the shards even if you threw it out. So nothing to be found here. They Frostbite again. Then Sandy is still sticking around, it seems. And an arrow from the high ground. Cops in a little bit of trouble. He's dropping low. Wants to turn around and black hole, but dies before he can even finish it. Disaster for the side of Geek Fam as they might be able to kill off Jing, but he is happy to wave them goodbye. As in comes the follow-up kill. Scam gonna eat that Starstorm and go down. Great, but really scary. And that's why we see the supports just grouping up around him as well. Straight up to the high ground, punishing a dewarding Jing. There's the ice shards as well, perfectly landed, locks him into jail. Oops. Face the corner, think about your actions. One last parting swashbuckle. It is kind of a pretty significant timing, right? You have your Vlads just complete, rushed basically by Cox. And you have the Pango with the Diffusal. This is a really fit fighting force. They really start pressuring your towers down. That comes through, but oh, Yoe caught out, has to turn around and commit the coil. This is a bit complicated now, especially with Jing TPing back in, but when the arrow just completely goes wide like that, I guess it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, bot side, Bosku committing that split. And he's in a 2v1 situation, but he still might be able to get the second kill. It's a Frostbite, might have to pay with his life. The TP in from Cox will look to punish him. Bosku looking for that last crit, can't find it. But meanwhile, Mac in the mid lane.
I think it's to find a coil into the Brewmaster Spear. I think both of them have to work together to try to TP bot.
Yeah, but it's a bit too late. Mac has already set up and found the Piranha.
3 seconds before split.
I guess Moonlight Shadow though, yeah, the split, but it's into the full fighting force of Geek Fam. I'm not sure whether this is something you can manage. Darling are saying, look, we get that you're strong now, you're getting your items, good for you, we're just gonna do our own thing, please don't mess with us. On this bot side though, Bosku, I just have to pop the split to try to escape. Good chain stun from Mac. Still able to get that ultimate off. Doing a lot of damage to the rulings though. Oh my goodness, the Earth Panda's just gonna die. Yeah, Bosku, one last auto attack, Natsumi will find it.
I mean, the Terrorblade doesn't really have a lot of... It's just in this type of position where they can't really engage head on.
Starting to get now here. Raging Potato just easy. Invis on Mac.
And it's also the significance of this game, you know? Like the first game is like, okay, we can just try and be really aggressive. If it lose, then we just make the adjustments.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow, call out to 2. They got the jump onto the support of Geek Fam. And this could be troublesome, but the Rolling Thunder does come out. They want to focus on the Brewmaster, but it comes out. We've seen what happens to the Brewlings before, but they're able to toss the gyro out into the sky. It's getting some trouble. Gets the full focus of the Morphling, buys back in the fight. Swashbuckle comes through, and Mac, his Rolling Thunder is already over. He needs to get out of here. The Tusk is going to tank the arrow for him, but the Black Hole onto the Morphling. He already got his strength buff off. He's completely fine, doesn't even need the Sunder. And now without their BKBs and their outs, they need to run. Natsumi desperately trying to truck on out of there, but slowed down by the Witchblade. Yowei needs to watch for the damage coming back his way. The Swashbuckle, and looks to be that Natsumi will be dead here, taken down by the squad. And Darling, this Morphling, even with the BKB Black Hole, they just don't have the damage to kill him.
I think at this point they're gonna have to slowly just drag out the game and just play until you have a fight back. Win a team fight. Rolling Thunder.
Gonna try and get it off. Sunder as well, just biting the time, pops the cheese and pops the split. Disaster now, Geek Fam. They've committed a bit too much. Natsumi in with the BKB, trying to work down the opposing heroes. But there's a new gyro in town, and his name is Densanity. On a killing spree will work down Mac. And this is Geek Fam. They've just let it slip completely. They've lost their grasp on this game. And the Morphling says it best. The tide has absolutely turned now. Into the gyro and flat cannoning back onto Geek Fam. This Geek Fam lineup looking a bit hairy now. We're reaching a stage where these heroes are wrapping up. Yowei jumping in and pops. He just has to pop that BKB. Weapon with a Black Hole, didn't use it in the previous fight. Doesn't have to split. Taking a lot of damage now. They're throwing for it as well, but they might just give up on their Brewmaster. Seems like Yowei was able to clean up the kill onto the Enigma. Offlaner for offlaner with the arrow to cover his tracks. All out back to safety. He should be fine. Natsumi, this will be huge if they can kill this gyrocopter.
Raise no hand
Everything
in
hangs in
anger
balance now.
until
They see Natsumi with this ward. Smoke doesn't witness yet with Moonlight Shadow. They get the jump, forcing him to pop the BKB TP, but it's too much damage. Natsumi goes down. Excellent wraparound. That was so clean.
It was a nice try in the end to get out there with the BKB TP, but just
Real showing from them so far. Then Sanity. Looking really nice on this Morphling now, the level 20, and looks at the top back as well, forcing the roll up. But just work down, Yowei showing up.
Kill.
Yeah! I feel like you need a second lease on life on Mac in particular, because he's been such a difference maker for this team.
BKB?
That's up again, BKB, Black Hole in. Straight up onto boss 2, they want to burst on the Brewmaster, but with that Terror Wave and the Lotus, he's just able to split. Those are your teamfight ultimates gone, and in comes Yowei with the coil, holding the Pango in place, making him look like a ping pong ball. And the tips come through Cox. That was that was not the Black Hole.
That was not a friendly tip right there.
Hang on. They're trying to bait. They refresh. I'm not sure whether they saw this on the Cox, but they will see it now, especially Bosku's Storm Panda scouting it out. I don't know whether there's an opportunity here. Cox, he has a second Black Hole, but maybe I'm just copiuming hard. Then Sanity, like we said, 3.5 lives, all still intact. They refresh onto Bosku, and they don't mind just splitting perhaps. It's a chance, but can you really come back in?
He has an opportunity
here.
here, 2 man.
Yeah, they're grouping up together. Then Sanity and Bosku, you just need that Black Hole, but it wins! What were you waiting for?
He mistake. Is too far out of range.
Oh, that is
a method. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's well played, you know, Team Darling.
holy.
Making sure